Welcome to 1818 Farms. I'm the owner, Natasha McCrary, and today we're going to discuss the importance of fall garden cleanup and the process that we use here at the farm. Just this week, we've been removing all the tarp, pulling the irrigation, and getting ready to till. If you can see in this video, over the season, even though it's tilled each season, just the wear and tear from us walking on the tarp, the ground becomes really compact. So we want to loosen the soil. This is probably going to be the hardest pass for the tractor here with tilling. And what we're doing is we're preparing in this zone. We plant in 4 zones. This is zone 3 and 4. We'll actually be adding a cover crop this year. It's a great time in August. We try to do a soil test to see if there's any type of amendment that we need to add to the soil. Luckily, because we rely heavily on compost, there's really not much here, but we also do tend to focus on applying a cover crop of crimson clover. Here, the field has been totally tilled. You can see how beautiful and loose the soil is. And next, we'll be coming to overseed with crimson clover, which we'll lay into the field until we get into March. And as soon as it blooms, we'll till it, cut it, then till it into the soil to loosen and for weed control over the season. In zones 1 and 2, we really, it's a newer bed. It'll be coming up here that you're going to see, and it's heavy, heavy clay in zone 2. So we're adding what's called a soil conditioner. This has a lot of wood shavings. Also, we're going to be adding in our compost with our sheep chicken manure. The challenge here is we've got to really spread it in and loosen the soil, and you can see you're going to need some type of bucket lifter so you can spread it into the area. We're farming on about a half acre, and so you can see here the difference in how compact the soil is and rocky, and it just doesn't drain well. So this is going to make a huge difference for us as we go into next season. It is an investment, but you have to look at the what type of better crops you're going to have, and we really struggle in this zone. So it already looks now, it makes zone 3 and 4 look a little bit like it needs to be amended this way, even though it grows very well. So you can see here as we're adding it in, it's a really rich color. It's going to be a lot better as we're going to be planting ranunculus and anemones in this section, as well as all of our cool weather crops. So you can see here we've already removed everything, but now because we're getting ready for what's called cool season, we're going to be pulling out all the drip tape irrigation that we use. We use a drip tape. I think it's about a 6-inch spacing on the tape, and our rows are 72-foot rows. You can see it's a little bit tangled here just from us removing it, but we'll get all the kinks out. So we pull this out, and what we're doing is there's a little bit of a challenge here in that you're trying to match out the tarp. We do plant directly into a sunbelt pre-burned hole tarp because of weed control. Some people don't care for this. We do because it cuts down the labor time on weeding. You do need to make sure as you're laying down the tarp that you're going to have each irrigation line that goes directly between each set of holes. So if you have a 5-hole, 9-inch spacing, you want a line that runs in between to have appropriate watering. Then we're going to use stakes to secure the tarps. And what you'll do, you'll match up, these are 6 foot wide. We're going to match up a foot. We have a foot access on either side. We'll match those up, and that'll give us 2-foot walking paths for harvesting in between. You can see at the end of the day, now we have a full zone, which is going to be 9 rows in. It's probably around 4,000 different areas where we can plant. And we'll be ready for this week. We're putting in plugs and seeds, and we hope next week we'll be adding in a video just to give you a few of our pointers on the best way to plant for fall.